Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video is we will discuss about with the uh, two important window functions, that is lead and lag. So this is very small video only. The last video I have covered as rank, row number and dense rank covered. So this I will cover as lead and lag. So for this example, I will consider as one scenario. From the students table, write a SQL query to interchange the adjacent student names. So in the student table, write a SQL query to interchange the adjacent student names. So note point is, if there are no adjacent student, then the student name should stay the same. So let's create the table first here. I'm creating one sample table here. Student table. So student table I have taken as ID and student name, some sample database. Okay, 5 rows created, students. So in this part, I have ID, student name. So our question is here, from the student table, write a SQL query to interchange the adjacent student names. So adjacent means, for example, uh, uh, and one more condition is, if there are no adjacent student, then the student name should stay the same. So let's see, for example, if one adjacent, this one two adjacent, 1 3 4. So 1 2, first we'll check this pathway, 1 2 3 4 and 5. So if there are no adjacent student, then student name should stay the same. So for example 5, so there is no adjacent, so then 5 no adjacent means it will display as student name Robin only. For example, these two adjacent, so these two adjacent means, so for 2 Michael, so Michael adjacent is James, so we'll replace to J, swap like J, first row to second row to first row. Similarly, these two also, third row to fourth row to third row. So for this we have to use with lead and lag function. So how we'll use the lead and lag called as, so generally this one how we'll consider as, so if you assume this one ID as the first row, like this one as first row and third row. So these are odd rows. Even rows are 2, 4. So if you find the odd and even, then we will get the scenario. Okay. So, and how it is working the lead and lag called as, so lead means, so it will go with the next row, that is forward. For example, if 1, so for 1 lead, so that is second row, third lead, fourth row, like this. Lag means previous row. So for example, for 2 lag, so 2 lag means that is the James first row. For third one, George lag, Michael, Stewart lag, George. So this is the previous row. So lead is moving to forward, lag is previous row, and we'll give the position number also. So this is some general scenario I'm saying. If you want 2 positions previous or 2 positions next to forwarding, that will assign as the number in the syntax. Okay, so let's try to write this part first. I will try to write as, so this one, select from students. So here I will write as case when, so this one first will get the whether it is odd or even. Okay, so our column is ID, so that is modulo ID percent 2 equal to 0, then odd, else even, like this I'm writing. So for example, ID percent 2 equals to 0, then odd. So for example, this one, if I divide 1 divided by 2 equal to 0, then odd. So we'll write as not equal to 0, then it will consider as from students case when this one even and as new student and include the star also here. We'll get the idea. Execute. So ID, student name, new student. So first row is odd number, right? So odd row. So we'll get the odd. Second row even. Third row odd. Fourth row even. Fifth row odd. Okay, let's see. Will this condition will so what condition called as fifth row? If in the scenario, note if there are no adjacent student, then the student name should stay the same. So then this name will replace to same name only. So because there is no adjacent row. So this one will write later condition. For time being, I will write as this one. So for odd is so here I will write as so next row. So it will move to odd next row, even previous row. Just I'm writing. So if I execute this part, how I get odd row, next row, even previous row, odd next row, even previous row, odd next row. Now here I will try to write with the same condition here. In place of this part, I will try to write the lead function. So lead. So in this lead, how we'll write the lead function? So we had to mention the column name in the lead. So what is the column name? Column name is the student name. Student name, lead of student name over. So here in this over, we'll write the order by. So order by, we have the other column ID, order by ID. So this is descending order only will follow. Let's try to see how it is working. So next row. Next row means, so for example, so this lead is writing as Michael. So Michael is moving to above. Next to Stewart is moving to up. Okay. So this one working. So next to this one is null. So this one will replace to student name only. So this one will replace to student name. Here we'll try to write as so comma 1 comma student name. So one means is a default to position. So that is one position will move up. Else replace the student name. So if I write, so Robin will replace to Robin only. If there is no adjacent row. Similarly, else condition will try to write as lag function. So lag of same thing. So like lead function only. Lag of student name over order by ID. Over order by ID. Now this one end as new student. Okay. If I execute this, so for I get the James is so these two adjacent exchanged, right? So James, Michael, these two adjacent exchanged. If no adjacent, then replace to student name. Okay, so this way we'll write. So here what we have to use in this one, mainly we use the two functions. One is the lead and lag. So lead is next to row, forwarding, lag is previous row. Okay, so these two functions are very most important while using the in real-time scenarios. So it's very useful. Okay, and interview questions also they will ask these two functions, lead and lag. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.